With Batman taken hostage by the Joker on the eve of his big day, it's up to wife-to-be Catwoman to save the day. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into Batman issue number 49 and find out. Alrighty then, so as you'll recall in the previous issue, Batman bullheadedly barreled on into a bad situation without a plan, without backup, and ended up getting blindsided by the Joker. What else is new, am I right? For this book, very little. Catwoman decides to come on in and pick up the slack, and this is where things get interesting / weird. You'll recall in the previous issue, Joker talked forever, said nothing, while Batman said nothing at all. Catwoman and Joker do talk to each other in this issue, but not as enemies, they talk to each other as old friends, very warm and welcoming. The idea being, hey, I've seen times when Batman villains all teamed up to fight Batman, so surely they all know each other, right? Being from Arkham and everything, except for the fact that Catwoman usually doesn't go to Arkham, she goes to regular prison because she's not crazy, but you know, let's forget all of that or the story makes no sense. Surprisingly, too, Catwoman isn't just able to one-punch Joker into submission like she does Flash's or Talia al Ghul. Instead, they both end up getting a good piece of each other, Selina slashing the Joker in the jugular, while the Joker ends up shooting her in the gut. Geez, Catwoman, that was a pretty brutal maneuver. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were trying to kill him or something. It's like getting married to Batman has done nothing to change your tactics when it comes to fighting. That could be an issue. Admittedly, this leads to a fairly interesting little scenario here. Neither one can move, both are incapacitated, and any attempt to get the upper hand on the other would cause them to bleed out. This means Joker can't reach for his bullets to reload his gun, and Catwoman can't jump on in to finish the fight. So, with both of them laid up, what do they decide to do? Well, they talk to each other, of course, again in a warm, friendly tone like they're friends who have known each other forever and are just reconnecting now. They talk about the old days, by which I mean, of course, the old crazy Silver Age stories, how they were always laughing and having fun, but Catwoman was the one person who always seemed to take it seriously. They crack wise about the other villains, like how it doesn't make any sense for Penguin to carry an umbrella because there's nothing in nature about penguins or umbrellas. Tom King actually tries a little bit of self-deprecation in this issue by having Joker and Catwoman both agree that Riddler's new mutton chops are stupid, the very thing that he himself invented. We get the prerequisite Batman and Joker implied homoeroticism, with Joker saying that he never really enjoyed Penguin all that much. He thought he was far too straight for his taste, darling, but Harvey was good because he could go both ways. Oh. And then the comic even tries to give Selina her own taste of killing joke by telling the Joker a joke that she always liked. It's not particularly funny. It's a total dad joke groaner, but it's a joke that Selina herself personally enjoys. Finally, though, we reach the main event, and I think you all know what that had to be. The Joker finally opening up about why he's so mad about the idea of Batman getting married, and that is because a married Batman would be a happy Batman, and a happy Batman would have no reason to exist. And if there is no Batman, if there is no Ying, there can be no Joker as a gang to oppose him. Simplistic, you betcha, but at least it's something to go on. And no, they don't actually bother to explain how Joker knew Batman is getting married. If you want the answer to that, go read the Tim Seeley tie-ins, apparently. Joker eventually goes for broke trying to shoot Catwoman, but he loses too much blood and passes out. Maybe dies? I don't think so, but that certainly seems to be what they're implying. Oh, and get this, apparently Batman has been off panel this whole time. He says he couldn't move because Joker poisoned and paralyzed him, even though that didn't happen in the last issue. He just got blown up by a bomb. The final panel involves a callback to Catwoman saying why she was so serious back in the olden days. She says she never laughs because she only laughs when she wins, and when the Joker falls down, she starts to laugh uproariously. Almost psychotically, in fact, and it's right there, believe it or not, that the comic ends. Is this a happy ending? So that was Batman number 49, everybody, the big prelude issue to the big wedding issue, and overall, I don't really know what to make of this. I'm conflicted. On one hand, I definitely enjoyed it a lot more than issue 48, but a big hurdle to actually enjoying it is accepting Tom King's new recontextualized relationship for the Joker and Catwoman, which is a hell of a jump to make. I can respect the setup of having two characters slowly bleeding to death on the floor and being forced to be honest with each other. I get the distinct feeling that Tom King has had this idea in his head for a while now, but having such a big talky issue before this one kind of undercuts this one's impact. I can also respect building a story around the idea of who knows Batman better, his arch nemesis or the woman he's going to marry. But again, you just gotta make such a big jump in the first couple pages implying a relationship that may or may not have even existed as far as most readers are concerned. I feel this is definitely going to be a divisive one. Something we can all agree on, though, is Janen's artwork. It's really solid. Overall, I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. It's an improvement.
Hey there everyone, it's Cape Joel again. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, why not check out some of these other videos I've been working on from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to speed on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for a comic book trade and don't want to pay a lot of money, please use my book depository link down in the description. Not only will you save a bundle, not have to pay for shipping, but everything you buy via my link goes to support me in the channel, which is always nice. So until next time everyone, thanks again for watching, and I will be back again with more comic content that smacks of greatness.